Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yashar. Hey, before I get the lesson started, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yashar, Bashim Kardash, double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone of who we learn from. And Shalom to the Hope Light brothers taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect spirits of Yahshua to the marriage supper of the Lamb, who is Yahweh Shai. This is your brother Radha with an amazing lesson and a revelation of the mystery of the Gentiles, well, slash how seed line works, the speckled bird, and what it looks like to be an Israelite when your parents are different, but everything being that goes by the lineage of our fathers. Our pedigree is determined by the seed line of our fathers. This is Troy Bond, and I just learned this about this gentleman. I did not know. I thought he was funny. I did not know he was a Jake. You are looking at an Israelite man from the tribe of Judah. I'm going to let this play. I'm sure some of you are familiar with this man. Bro, I did not know this. I've been laughing at this guy's jokes for about a year and a half, randomly off and on. He's hilarious. I'm not going to lie. I gotta be honest, man. I thought he was an Amalekite. I thought he was an Edomite. I thought he was a spicier version of what's that motherfucker's name? That super, super rich, the billionaire comedian that's Seinfeld, Jerry. I thought he was please forgive me, you guys that know him, and how about Salakia? I thought he was a spicier version of Jerry Seinfeld. Like, way hilariouser, though. Because Jerry Seinfeld is not fucking funny. Trip off of this. I'm gonna let this play, and I got 4 other videos I want to show you, and then we'll get some precepts, and we'll be done. Check them out.
Or as we call over here, Ukraine. Ukraine? You're from Ukraine? Sit down, Russia. He stood up immediately. You stay seated. That's why you lost your fucking country. Sit down. Sit the fuck down, Steve from Blues Clues. Don't start no fights with any more Ukrainians in this basement. This is the United Nations. We are the world. We are the Putin. Don't. Sit the fuck down. Sit down.
You fucker.
Yes.
That's all I want to say. That I'm a Russian and I'm a Russian.
You look.
Always getting somebody mad. There's this one time this Jake girl gets up. Dude, this shit's hilarious. He's always butt hurting somebody.
I like Hitler. Especially like how he stomped on the stage and then realized I was much taller than him. He says, stop it. Shit. You see what happened, Ukraine? We still kick Russia's ass out. Important. I know, he came here to relax. I got fucking half a Prozac up my asshole right now, dog. What the fuck? Thank you for having my back. You were ready to go, dog. You just looked over being like, hey, not my gay son. Well, if anything, maybe not a communist anymore. I got hit by a car! This is a weird time to come in. I'm sorry. I got hit by a car. That's all you need to know. She's like, I don't know why Pete Davidson's talking to me. I'm right here. I'm right here. What's your name, miss? I'm sorry. Erica. I don't give a fuck. No, I do give a fuck. Erica, it's a hard R. Hell yeah.
All right, so now I just want you to see him. He's crazy. So trip off this, man. There we go. So trip off of this. Now look.
Many of us in this room been hit by our parents and couldn't fight back. I was able to play the race card every day.
That's his father. And that's him when he was a boy.
That's how I learned about white privilege. I learned that at a young age. Because my dad was an old school dad. My dad hit me a lot when I was growing up. Why do you think I do this for them? Think he was going to my T-ball games? No. My dad hit me a lot growing up. But because he was so much darker than I was, that whenever my dad hit me in public, yeah, I had the upper hand. You got a picture. This is a 6'4" black man slapping 3-year-old Bruno Mars prototype. Some white lady sees it. She comes over. She says, I'm sorry, sir. Is there a problem?
answer.
Look at that. Dad. Dad. What's up?
You're on stage right now. Listen, I'm sorry I didn't get to call you back. I know you're probably sleeping. I said nigger a bunch. Can you just say it's okay?
You're a nigga, ain't you?
This is the greatest thing you've ever done for me as a father.
From a prophetic perspective, he's actually that's the weight of what he's saying. He's being hilarious, but from a prophecy perspective, for those of you who are like myself, my father's he's Judah. My mom is I'll pull up a photo. Shabbat. My dad is Judah. My mom is Issachar. But all my life I was told I don't look. So that's my family. That's some of my family. That's my mom's side. And of course she went on to marry an Edomite, and I got 2 Edomite sisters. That's my Edomite grandparents and the guy on the left, that's my mom, one of my mom's husband. But my tata, that's my tata Frank, and my nana Mary, they're both passed away, and that's my mom. And that's my little mixed ass right there, right? But this is my dad. Those are some of my grandsons. Right here. That's my dad and my mom. That's my father and my mother. And they made that dude. And all my life, I was told I looked anything but black. You can see right there. I mean, I look Northern Kingdom, all kinds, right? And that's before, obviously, because I'm big. Those of you who know me, I'm big as shit now. I'm like over 300 pounds, 380 pounds. I'm like way, but I used to be skinny. So and that's me when I woke up. Anyways, I'm not trying to be all goofy, but this is, I'm one of those, that's me. I've been awake maybe 6 months. I hadn't grown my beard out yet, and this was back when I was a Christian. I didn't know anything about Yahweh Shai yet. But we come out looking like this, right? Just like this cat. All right, people think your nationality is based on the way you look on the outside. No, dude, it's based on the seed line of your father. So we're going to pull that. Because we were scattered to the 4 corners of the earth, yes, the Israelites are a melanated people. And when I say melanated, we're not talking about Palestine melanated or Arabic melanated. We're talking about niggas, okay? So by the seed, by the house of their fathers. It's in Numbers. By the house of their fathers, okay? So what's the father do? He provides the sperm, all right? The nation is determined by the seed of the man. Numbers 1:18, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day. This is Numbers 1:18. Together on the first day of the 2nd month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. A house is a family. It becomes a nation. It's how you identify yourself from the other nations. House of Jacob, house of Esau. That's what that goes into, and it's traced by the sperm, by the lineage, the sperm line, the seed line of the men, not the women. Their fathers, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old upward, by their polls. Let's get pedigree. What is the etymon on pedigree? Pedigree. Genealogical table or chart. There it is, bro. Foot of a crane. Let me see. Foot. Let me see. Descent. On old manuscripts, descent was indicated by a forked sign assembled the branching line of a genealogical chart, a tree, a family tree. The sign also happened to look like a bird's footprint. Could you branch off in different directions, right? On this theory, the form was influenced in Middle English by association with decree. This explanation dates back to boom, 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 boom. But you see it. You see the definition of what it means. Okay? All right. So let's go back here. Let's do another one. So we determined the seed line by our fathers. Because we were scattered to the four corners of the earth, his seed shall be like buckets. Was it buckets? Shall be buckets in the sea or something like that. Let me see. I'm paraphrasing. He shall pour the water out. Okay. He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters. Okay, so this is a prophecy about Jake being scattered. All right, Numbers 24:7. He shall pour the water out of his buckets. Talking about your inner man, your sperm, right? And his seed shall be in many waters. What is waters? Peoples, nations, and tongues. And so the men, when we were scattered to the four corners of the earth from Yasharallah, from Israel, and we slept with all the nations' women. Just like their men slept with our women, but those would be, so our women, though their spirits would forever eternally be Israelites, the children that our women had with the heathen or the wicked, that offspring would be the lineage of the wicked or the heathen. But as far as the Israelite men, no matter who it was that we slept with, all of our children that we would put into those women would be Israelite children. He shall pour his water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. So that's how you break down that prophecy, right? Look at this one. Ephraim is a cake half turned, right? Hosea 7:8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. All right? And when you get a cake not turned, a pancake not turned. Not turned. Watch. Look what you're going to see. Images. What do you see? You see brown on one side, black on the other side. That's what it means. Like a pancake. There it is. Boom. You see that? You see how that one cake is flipped, and this one hasn't been flipped. But you know, on the other side, what color is it? It's that brown color, and then what side is this? White. That is dark speech. That is poetry. That is spiritual, prophetic, lyrical bars for Yahweh describing how the outside of the body changes, though the spirit stays the same when a man gets scattered, in this case being the Israelites, and he sleeps with the nations of the earth. He sleeps with the women of the nations of the earth. That you would still have Israelite children, but they would look like that. What's the other one? My heritage. And as a result, my heritage is a speckled bird. You get the images. Look. What's a speckled bird? See how you got white, black, and brown? All those different colors? That's what Israel looks like now today. All those colors. But what does Esau tell you, the Jews? And the word Jew only applies to the southern kingdom. It doesn't apply, let's say modern day Jews. What do they say? Modern day Jews. Look. All you see, look at her. But you know exactly what you see on TV. That's what you see. You see white people. And these are actually Amalek, the head tribe of Esau. These are Edomites. Are there some Israelites that look like them there? Yes, because we went to all four corners of the earth, you guys. You've seen the precepts. This is how you correctly trace lineage. This is how you discern things. Everything isn't always based on skin color. Yes, to understand in the beginning, we all started off melanated, very dark melanated, so-called black and brown people. But because we've been scattered, many of us have a lighter appearance. I can't tell you how many times I was told my whole life, I thought you were something else other than black. I'm from Arizona, man, where it's a very small black community, right? So the population, there's black people there, but it's mostly whites and mostly Mexicans, right? My dad was from Texas. That's how he met my mom. They met at college in Yuma, Arizona. My dad was going to college in Yuma, Arizona, but he was from Texas. Okay, so that's and those are my Let me see. I can find my son. I'll show you my son real quick, just to give you. So I have one son from a Judite girl, a sister. Now, if it would have been from another, if it would have been from another if it would have been from another and that's my son. Him being looking like what's his name, the singer. Sometimes he looks like him to me, but that's my son with his, and he's got 2 wives, but he's not in the truth. He's just out there being, he's living in Texas, just doing his thing. Right there, in my opinion, he looks like I can see my Uncle Mike in his face right there with the glasses. But that's my son. That's my son from a Judite girl. Now, if I would have had this same young man from a white girl or an Issacharite, because of the way I look, they would have came out. He would have came out even lighter looking. You know what I'm saying? But because I went back with a Judite girl, he came out looking the way he did, and because he's been with Judite girls, these are my grandsons. Okay, so I'm just showing you. Now let's go back. Because we got to dispel the confusion. So look at this guy, bro. Right here.
I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at my mom's face right now, it's like, you can tell, she's like, why? Is it too late to get an abortion? Like Michael Jackson, Jack Skellington. When I see white people with dreadlocks, I get mad. My dad is black, and I see white people with dreadlocks, and every one of them. Do you have dreadlocks? Oh, I'm sorry, dog. My bad. I stand by what I said. Each dread represents a time a woman told him no. Or it could represent every day he hasn't showered. Where you from, sir? Russia. Oh, shit. I'm gonna call my dad right now. He's not gonna answer. Look at it. Dad. Dad. What's up?
So looking at him now, you can see it, but
Many of us in this room.
maybe right here. I wouldn't just looking at him until he said something. Just looking at him, I would think he was either like a Jerry Springer type, Jerry Seinfeld type guy, or somebody up in there. I would have never thought Jake, not Judah. He's from the tribe of Judah, you guys, and this is why when we understand the precepts, it's like, okay, it explains. Ephraim is a K-Cap term. He shall pour his water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters. I will scatter you to the four corners of the earth. We determine our lineage by the house of our fathers. We determine our lineage by the house of our fathers, not by our mothers.
Dad right now. He's not gonna answer. Look at it. Dad. Dad. What's up? You're on stage right now. Listen, I'm sorry I didn't get to call you back. I know you're probably sleeping. I said nigger a bunch. Can you just say it's okay? You're a nigger, ain't you? Greatest thing you've ever done for me as a father.
And again, in this case, prophetically, that's not a lie, because the end of Esau is bad, and the end or the beginning of Jacob is amazing, because that's the prophecy. Esau is the end of the world, right? Second Ezra. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. I mean, that's a prophecy. There's no changing it. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So when they go down, we come up. When they go down, Yahushua comes up, the star of Jacob, and the star shall rise out of Jacob. Let me see if I can find just a few more. I'm thinking of her name. I'm thinking of her face. Salakia, as I type this in like this, black singers, white passing, if that makes sense. I'm thinking of her face. This girl's dad is actually he's an Amalekite, and her mom was a Judite. There she is. Yeah, she is so fine. Her dad, what's her name? Halsey. Okay, look, yeah, look at. See right there, you can kind of see it. But she usually straightens her hair, and I mean, as far as we've known, all she's ever dated is white dudes. But if you look, so Halsey, watch, look at this, watch. Halsey's father. No. Halsey's dad. Halsey's dad. Oh, let me see. Dad. And that's her dad. You see. So, and that's her mom with her. I mean, her mom looks Northern Kingdom. I wonder what her mom is. But so people trip out because of the way she looks. They don't ascribe, you know what I mean? They don't ascribe her as being quote unquote black, but that's her dad. I mean, that's her father. And we are known for being able to make and that's probably his mom. You see what I'm saying? So you see it. This is and this is what the scriptures are explaining when it says the lineage, our lineage is determined by the house of our fathers. It's the mother doesn't have any say, bro. Now this works both ways. Look at this. Now watch this. Watch. Now look, we're gonna show you Diana Ross. Now all of Diana Ross's children are Edomites. Diana Ross's children. Look, all of her children are from Edomite men. So, and the one right here in the middle, with the yellow like blouse on, she's probably the most famous out of all the children. That's a white girl, you guys. All of them have white daddies. Every fucking one of them. Now, some of them might have Jake's spouses now, but all the men Diana Ross slept with, that she had children by, were all white men, which is kind of crazy because it shows you that we're in captivity because the what's the word, the level of beauty and the voice that Diana Ross has. There's no way a Judite male would have been able to pull, getting Barbara Streisand or some kind of white girl with the level of voice as Diana Ross and have, children. But the reason why that happened with Diana Ross is because we're in captivity. Because Diana Ross's voice is freaking amazing, man. Let me see, watch. Diana Ross's children's fathers. Because it's like from different children's, yeah, see, fathers. She's got, see? There you go. Barry Gordy is an Edomite. Barry Gordy was the head of Motown. His daddy's white, bro. See, so, and there goes an example. And Barry Gordy, that's one of Barry Gordy's sons. But because Barry Gordy is an Edomite, his son is an Edomite too. But everybody thinks that they're black. No, it goes both ways. Watch Barry Gordy. Watch this shit. Barry Gordy's dad. Look. Motherfucker look like Colonel Sanders. And look, right, I think right there. I mean, I might be, maybe I am. Let me back up on that. See, that's his dad right there. So his dad could be a Jake, just looking, but I always thought that his dad was an Edomite. Now, I would have to see who his father is. And what do you see on the bottom right there, though? All right, hold on. Albert Maurice Barry Gordy Sr. Well, shit. Is that his dad or not? I thought his dad wasn't Edomite, man. But you see the checker floor? That tells you right there. That's the Freemasonic. That's Freemasonic. That's not an accident. So he was linked in, but you see the point. You see the point. All of Diana Ross's children are basically, and then see how it's getting even lighter. Now that doesn't matter because again, it works both sides, but probably the majority of her daughters all probably married Edomite men. But they're Edomites. They're not black women, like people think. The only person that's an Israelite in these photos is Diana Ross. That's fucking crazy, bro. If you think about it, the rest, all of her children, they're all from Edomite men. So right there, her daughter to the right, her son, they're melanated Edomites. That's what they are. Just like when you look at her, she's a light-skinned Israelite. It goes both ways. She's a full-on white girl right there, but that's her daddy. She's pretty too, but she always hooks up with white dudes. It's kind of sad, sucks, because she's really pretty. But yeah, man, that's a fucking trip, huh? Isn't that wild though? This dude, man, I didn't know that till right now, so I was like, you know what? Let me do a little lesson really quick.
Where from, sir? Russia. Oh shit. When I see white people with dreadlocks, I get mad. I'm out of here, ladies.
So this is his page, Troy Bond. I never knew.
Daylight savings time. Let's wind the clock.
Who gaslights you though?
Tori has this ability to have a stereotype.
What do you do? I am never wearing anything flamboyant again after how I bombed Friday.
Why would you?
Aw, man.
But yeah, so I just wanted to do that lesson on this guy, man. He's a Jake, man. His father is an Israelite. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. And shalom to the brothers taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect spirits of Yahshua to the marriage supper of the Lamb. This who is Yahweh Shai. This is your brother Radah. Shalom.